That's maybe that home score is THT inside. Couldn't get the first. Johnson got a hand on it as he attempted to follow.
He is strong.
And commits the foul. He is.
See what he did.
As you like to say, he's dirt strong.
He's dirt strong. He put his body into the chest of Cam Johnson. It was almost like he's in an MMA match. Just pow! Just hit him in the chest. That's legal. But it hurts. Legal hurt.
11 points for THT, 5 rebounds in his 20 minutes. No LeBron James tonight, no Anthony Davis. This is just the third game the Lakers will have played without the pair since the start of last season. They lost their only game played without the two so far this season. That was a close loss to Sacramento. 1-1 overall dating back to last season.
I'm trying to figure out, why did he get on a plane if he had a sprained ankle, right? Because you always wonder about getting on a plane.
I was frankly a little surprised. I was not expecting to see him in the building, but
which makes me think it's maybe not as bad as they're saying. Because why would you? Well, you should just be at home. I mean, why would you travel?
Well, a couple of things occurred to me once I saw him is Cameron Payne with the solid defense there, forcing the Caruso miss. But because he is such a historian of the game, it wouldn't surprise me knowing that Chris Paul was close to 10,000 that he wanted to be here to acknowledge that.
Well, and Chris Paul is the godfather of his son, so yeah, I mean that could be the case.
And just nothing but conjecture on my part, but also, you know, he fired off the tweet yesterday after just talking about how disappointed he was in the injury and hates not being on the floor for his team. And I think he knows without he and Davis, they need as much of a support system as possible.
Yeah, and because they know that these guys have to win a few games. You know, and when he got hurt 2 years ago, that group couldn't win. And they eventually missed the playoffs. And I think he probably remembers that. And, you know, he just wants to encourage them to stay close. And you know what? For these guys, that is important. I mean, when you have your star players traveling and they're over there on the bench and they're coaching you up, that really gives you a good feeling. And I think a lot of really top players don't get it. They would rather stay at home or, you know, they stay in the locker room. And I've always felt that, why are you in the locker room? You should be at the end of the bench supporting your teammates, the guys that cheer for you when you're out there scoring your 30 and 40 points. So I get it. I applaud any star that sits out on the bench instead of sitting in the locker room.
It's a quick 2-game trip for the Lakers. They will head to New Orleans. They'll take on the Pelicans on Tuesday. And could be a different looking Pelicans team come Tuesdays. Rumors of a trade swirling before tip-off tonight.
Oh, tell me about it.
You didn't hear?
I'd like for you to tell me about it. I was still like, you know, I'm in the days from, you know,
true.
Illinois losing today, so
I didn't want to bring up the whole.
I don't even know what news went on today.
Illini thing, but,
but that's okay. So what's the news?
Well, they talk about Chicago being one of the teams pursuing one Lonzo Ball. It was Chicago, and I don't recall the other team, but it was 2 teams interested in chasing Ball.
Well, the trade line is here. So, trade deadline.
25th. Nader on the drive. Easy foul call there. That'll be number 4. Okay. Check that number 5 on Dooley.
Nader has
been one of those nights for
he's so aggressive. You know, he was talk on the drive. Again, he's just very difficult. As this young man continues to grow, he's going to be unguardable. But Nader, he just has a hard time gauging what's going to be in front of him when he makes his move. And he's so athletic, and he believes in his strength that he can get to wherever he wants. Players measure him up because he becomes predictable. And I think that's a part of his game that has to improve. You know, you just can't get to the rim all the time at this level. You know, you got to just take what they give you.
Suns by 10. They've led by as many as 18, but just have not been able to really get it stretched out here against this undermanned LA team. Schroeder with the baseline knockdown jumper. He's got 19 now on the night. Here's Chris Paul, finds DA inside, tackled there by Caruso.
Like, DA's a problem, and I felt that way at the beginning of this game. If he would put himself in position to be aggressive, they just have no answer.
8 with 20 points, 7 rebounds on the night. Knocks down the first one. Well, join the First Bank and the Phoenix Suns on April 6th for the Arizona Gives Day. It's a one-day online fundraiser benefiting nonprofits across the state. Visit suns.com/azgives and donate to something that matters.
Yeah, let's give you an example how good this Lakers defense is. Suns really only have 2 players in double figures. That's not normal. Chris Paul's one of 6. So they still defend very